Right, look at this. Do not let your friend drive your car. Insert some more pictures here. Yeah. Now you know why I said that. I already bought the parts. It's already on the way. I'm gonna do a full front 3 M end. Full M3 front end. What is good, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful people? Welcome to episode 2 of the project that I never asked for. I almost lost my balance right there. Since I don't want to give up on it, I bought all of the parts to fix it. And after almost 2 months of waiting, my parts are finally here. This is the hood, and this is the fenders and the bumper and the radiators. Fender, another fender, and this whole thing's the bumper. They actually welded a brace for me so that this thing will not move around, and they pretty much like nailed the brace down to the pallet. This thing's not going anywhere. Holy fuck, I really appreciate that. Look at that. It's not moving at all. Fuck yeah. And look at the hood's package, bro. Nothing can break this shit. And the fender, oh my god, they wrap it up like Jesus. Nicely packed. Yeah, nothing's damaged. I dropped that. Many of you might not know this, but I am actually born and raised in China. So naturally, I still have a lot of connection with the motherland. And my day job is actually in logistics and supply chain business. Also, I've been doing importing business for quite some time, and I make wheels out of that just for fun. So yeah, whenever I search for parts, I tend to search globally since I can get really good deals on shipping and warehousing. And sometimes I can just do it myself. The warehouse you saw earlier, that's actually a company that I co-founded a couple years ago. Well, I'm no longer with the company anymore, but I can still utilize their resources. And since we're talking about OEM parts, well, the quality is exactly the same all over the globe. Also, if you want to import stuff from China, you can actually ask for the good stuff. Because the only reason Made in China got a bad reputation is the business owner wants to save money and make the cheap stuff. So as long as you don't cheap out, the factory doesn't cheap out. Man, just look at how they pack this shit for me. And if you're wondering why I'm doing a full M3 front end swap instead of just get the non-M parts, well, the M3 parts that I bought are way cheaper than the non-M parts I found locally. And also, for everything that I need to fix, everything that I need to replace, I might as well do a full M3 swap. Well, not the engine though, because I need to change the fenders, the bumper, the entire front core support or radiator support, whatever you want to call it, the crash bar, the hood, the headlights. So that's literally everything you need for an M3 front end swap. Now, let's take a look at this OEM M3 fender. Woo. Oh, this is, I can just push it back. I think this is just the sticker. Yep. It's just the sticker that's coming off. So I'm pretty sure this one was originally black, but I paid him some extra. And he did a rough paint match for me. I know this is still not going to be exactly the same as the factory paint that's been sitting under the sun for 8 years, but I already put the other side on. It actually looks pretty similar. Like if you take a couple steps back, you won't even notice. So other than this little piece of trim is coming off because of the, well, it's still kind of sticky, but I'll probably just use some adhesive to keep it on. But everything looks great. Everything looks, well, as it's supposed to look like. There's no fitment issue, there's no quality issue. Obviously, this one being a used part, they did some basic body work on this one just to smooth everything out, make sure there's no dents and dings. Well, now let's take a look at the whole front. Excuse the mess, I had no time to clean it up. Actually, let's do a comparison. I think they're relatively the same color. This one being a little more bluish, but really, like, it's not that big of a difference. Yeah, they did use the factory color code to paint match for me. Man, I don't know what's with Los Angeles. It's literally November right now, but I was sweating my ass off. I still am. I just had to change to something more breathable real quick. But I cleared up the space. We're about to open this up. I was going to move it out, but I realized that I'm actually not going to install it today, just because the whole front end is off, right? I actually need that space to install some, let's say, performance parts. Wasn't planning to, but I looked at the front the other day. I was like, man, that's a tempting amount of space. I could do so much with that space, and God knows when I'll ever have this much space out front. Hopefully not anytime soon, because that means I'll have to take everything apart, and it means I'll have to fix something. So yeah, I ordered some parts, and I think that'll be the next video, or the video after next one. Anyways, let's get back to the parts from China. Before today's video, I was actually a little nervous because, well, it's not because it's from China. It's OEM parts. You can't go wrong with OEM parts, right? But still, I've never seen the parts in person. I've never been there seeing them, how they do the bodywork or how they put it together, how they do anything. You know, it's all overseas. They source the parts for me, pack it up for me in China, and then ship to me. So let's see if this was a good idea. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Man, they package so well. Oh my God. As if somebody's gonna steal it. So now, you can see I bought the whole front bumper, the grille and everything. Also, the radiator behind this is actually for B48/58. When I told him what I'm gonna do to the wagon, he was like, oh, that's great. Like, do you want me to install the radiator onto the radiator support for you? Because that's gonna save you some time. Also, the radiator is gonna be more secured during shipping. I was like, great, why not, right? So yeah, this came as a whole thing, that's why. He resprayed the front bumper for me as well. That was really nice of him. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, this is great. They actually filled up the mounting hole for the license plate for me as well, because in China the license plate is much wider but shorter than the US plate. Now coming this way, apparently for the Chinese market the M3 doesn't have the side marker over here, so it looks a lot cleaner than the USDM version. I think this is pretty much everything I need to fix that. Yeah. Man, my camera just died and I'm too lazy to change the battery. It's already the end of the video anyways. But you guys can see the driver's side fender and the hood is already on the car. That'll be for the next video. I will say, if you have a project going on just like me and you don't mind to wait, sourcing your parts from out of the States, that's a fat lizard. Oh my God. Sourcing your parts from overseas or other states will be a good idea, as long as you don't mind the wait, like I said. But if you need to get the car back on the road as soon as possible, probably just buy whatever you can find locally. That being said, I feel like buying parts from China in general is not a bad idea. As long as you do a research, do a quality control right, you will have no problem. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The sun is so big today. Peace.